What is up? Welcome to Innerware. This is Prince. Yeah. Today I want to talk about intentions. Being more intentional with why and how you do things. Be more intentional. And this is not some spiritual magic or something, some voodoo stuff. Not just simple basic psychology, man. Just be more intentional about your life. Those plans that you set, become more intentional with them. Actually make it your goal to make sure that you do them. There is nothing that wastes time than not planning what you want and not knowing exactly what you want, because now you end up doing things that won't even take you anywhere, as opposed to actually working and setting your intention and setting your goal and actually putting intentional direct effort, because that by itself, man, I don't care if you say you're spiritual or not, by itself, man, if you make plans and you follow through, you get results. But the problem with most people is that they're not intentional with the things they do, and after not being intentional, you're gonna ask yourself what went wrong, how, where, and why. Not realizing that the intention you were supposed to set, the things that you were supposed to do, you get straight off path. Just like I've been saying in all of my last videos, I think almost all of them, I'm basically talking about controlling your energy. This is the biggest thing in your life. You eat so you can have energy to survive and eat more and reproduce. So I don't get it. Why would you want to waste that as a person? Why would you want to waste your life force? But most of us do, unintentionally, unwillingly, and without knowledge, because we don't pay attention to such stuff. You're just thinking, man, you're thinking more about the outcome of getting where you want to go, and you never get there, and you don't even stop to question the process with which you are moving forward. Because at the end of the day, it's the same as doing a job you hate, actually. One way or another, we are here to work, man, but the time you spend in this world working, you have to also be enjoying what you're doing. That's the only way you go the extra mile and get those extra achievements that you want. But now if you're not intentional about what you want, for starters, how are you going to know what you want if you're not intentional and you don't give yourself the time of day to plan, and actually have to speak to yourself, and plan properly. This is what I want, this is how I'm gonna get it, and realizing that when you have a plan now, that your duty is to make sure that whatever you're doing aligns with those plans, because whatever you do that doesn't align with your plans for the year, well, basically you're just taking energy from that and you're putting it elsewhere, and you might find that where you're putting your energy is somewhere where you don't want to go. Most of us will do that unintentionally. So I'm not saying I've gotten crazy results or anything big, but I don't know, since the beginning of this month in 2026, I've been more intentional with the things that I do, and this forces me to plan and keep track of my entire life. And right now I'm not where I want to be, but I feel sort of relaxed because I feel like I'm walking on a map with directions. Yeah, I feel like my journey is mapped out for the year simply because I gave myself the time to like slow down, sit down, think about it, plan it properly, be more intentional. I mean, if I do set the plan and it is working, and at other time you find that whatever you're doing is starting to have momentum and whatsoever, but since you no longer have to put so much energy in it, you will start to become restless as people. And I think it's one of the hardest lessons I've had to learn, that if you have no plans or you've completed your plans, it's okay to just sit down, just take a break, just rest, do nothing, man. I think productivity is overrated because you could be productive, but it doesn't mean you're effective on what you're doing. Because think about it. Most of us do a lot of things and then we get nowhere. And all of these rich, famous guys, they're just doing one craft, one or two. Or even if they have multiple crafts, they all have a way of being linked together in such a way that it won't strain the person's mind, So why do we keep doing this thing to ourselves? I've actually thought about the people that I've been observing that I know in my life who are successful. Most of them, they're just doing one thing. They just do one thing, man. That's it. They would rather work 24/7 doing that, and they do that and they get results. Whilst me and you, we sit here, you're thinking about those 3 jobs of yours, you think about more and more and more. And sometimes, man, as a person, you don't have the energy to make all these decisions, do all of these things. I don't care how productive people think you are, man, but if your work ethic somehow is gonna cost you energy internally, that's a problem in whatever I've been doing, whether it's been going to the gym or whatever. When I'm doing it, I do it because I'm intentional about it and I want to, and I've planned for it. I execute effortlessly. But now if you tell me about something that I haven't planned or have no intention of doing, now I have to take the wheel from inside of me and try to accomplish whatever it is that I must accomplish, that is going to drain energy from me. Imagine you're a soccer player who loves soccer. You'll never feel like you're at work when doing soccer, and you know how to structure your own training in such a way that it's going to truly benefit you. That is more intentional, it's proactive. It doesn't guarantee results, but then it does, man. It does. I've never had a single instance where I see anybody who plans something and follows through with action and then it doesn't get done. There's never been such an instance. But it's always the people who do many things without planning, and you switch from task to task and you're stealing energy from every task. When you're supposed to be focusing here, you want to move there. Immediately you have to start looking in here, you move there. You find that it took an entire year to just progress a bit on everything. And I don't know, man, maybe the problem is with my mentality or what, but I think as a person, I would rather just focus on one pillar, man, and lift it and see, okay, that is up. Then I go after another pillar and I lift it, I say, okay, it's up, if there are things that are connected and I need to do them all at once, then I'm going to make sure that I allocate a routine that makes it easy for me to show up for those things early. That is more intentional. Especially routines and plans, they save energy because you already know what you're gonna do. You have to adapt to that, doing it daily. The very exact same way you adapt to your job. The very exact same way I shoot these videos. You know, I said I'm gonna be consistent about these videos. If you've been watching, I am consistent with these videos. No, because I learned to look at it from a point of me actually enjoying what I'm doing here and actually doing it because I have an internal reason to do so, you know, not just for the sake of doing it. I mean, I think about all this stuff the entire day. I know that since most of the time I'm alone, there are people who can actually appreciate this information, because sometimes, as much as I make time to make this video and inform you of whatever I want you to know, sometimes I sit with someone, I talk to them and I tell them this and they don't want to hear it, because when they don't, I don't know why, but they don't. So I make this channel here so that I can find people who will be willing to listen to me. And if that is you, you're watching this video and you're listening, take this information, put it to use, man. Stop spreading yourself thin. Just, if you have to focus on one thing, just focus on it. I would rather, you know, if you're someone who does multiple things at a time, at least limit them to the least amount as possible. If you have to do 3 things or 2 things to be able to get the maximum amount of focus, that is what you should do. Because this thing of doing a lot of things, I honestly, I don't know anyone who's ever done that and moved forward in life. We all always standing in one place. Even me, when I try to do that, I still stand in one place. Hence, I'm talking to you. Perhaps you're thinking of taking on 10 goals this year. Don't do that, man. Don't do that to yourself. Okay, try doing this. You could try to do this. Take on 3 goals. You complete them, take another 3. Complete, take another 3. Let's see if you won't achieve those 10 goals of yours. But you see now, if you want to do all of them at the same time, that's impossible, man. It is impossible. It's like training to be a goalkeeper and a player at once. It will never work. So you need to structure your life in such a way that it'll be routine and you'll be more intentional about the things that you do. You're faster to evolve if you have a routine or some structure you've created, because you have to expend your energy spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, according to that structure. And if there is no structure, you risk disaster because you invite chaos. So think about that for a while and let it simmer and boil in here, so that next time you open the lid, you can actually, you've cooked something proper. Yeah. So that was my message for you guys today. My name is Prince. Welcome to Inawa. If you are new, visit my channel and watch other videos. They'll help you, they will help you, I swear. I give you the advice that I use for myself. I won't tell you something that I'm not doing. I'm not saying that I do them to the T perfect, but I mean, I would say 90% accuracy, man. I try to be as much as I can be accurate, and that's just it, man. Yeah. So try taking my advice. Watch these videos, man. Maybe it will work for you, and if it does, man, I would like to hear that from you. I don't want to guess for you. I would like to really hear that from you, and you can let me know in the comment section. Yeah. And yeah, if you find these videos helpful, please just watch them. and subscribe so that you can know, so that you never lose me. Subscribe. I mean, if you like this video specifically or any other video that I've made, hit the like button there. Just comment. It will help me, reach others like you. I mean, this also benefits me too. In a way, it does benefit me. Hence, I am doing this. But the intention here is for me to benefit myself by helping others know the things that I think about. Maybe you don't think about them, maybe you do. If you do and you're a genius, it's fine. It is what it is. But there's some people who are not even aware of themselves. I think I can reach those people. I can reach there, and I would really much appreciate it if you help me push. And you can do that by doing something as simple as hitting the subscribe button, the like button, comment section, sharing with your friends, and see me in the next video. Stay tuned in. My name is Prince and this is Inaware. We maintain your spirit. Goodbye. See you in the next video. Please be more intentional with your energy. Stop wasting it. Stop wasting. Create structure to control your energy, because if you fail to govern yourself, well, you will be governed. You've been warned. See you in the next video. This is Prince. I'm out of here.